Hi. I'll never forget the time a student came up to me and they go, Miss Jenna, I have a question. And I, in a very Cinderella-esque, very calm tone, say, why, yes, my child. What is thy question? To which she replied in a rather gross, grimace face, are we going to actually do something fun today? You can imagine, after the hours and weeks and amount of time I've spent planning these lessons, I was less than impressed with the tude. It was in the first week of my service when Miss Burns asked me if I wanted to participate in these think tank lessons. These are 45-minute lessons where students can break off into small groups and practice critical thinking skills. I immediately said yes. I thought this would be a great opportunity to practice my in-depth, junior high level lesson planning and really show those 11-year-olds just how insightful Miss Jenna can be. So it's the day of the class. I get my 5 students. We go outside. We're sitting in a circle. It's very cool. I'm a cool teacher environment kind of a thing. And they need to evaluate the health of the 3-bin compost system. Some are visually checking it out. Others are kind of getting their hands in there and feeling it. But then I realize I'm missing a student. I look to my right. I look to my left, and bam, there she is, sitting in the corner. Beach style. She's throwing sticks up in the air, catching them in her mouth. And recollecting. I walk over there and try to encourage her to participate by saying something like, see, I have sticks there. Carbon or nitrogen. But it didn't work. It didn't budge. Week after week, I would try new things to try to get her to engage. Verbal, visual, I mean, we sang, for God's sake. But nothing seemed to work. And even the 547 pages of that program guide couldn't help me. So it was 2 months later, and I was at a grocery store filling out a food request form. And I was talking to the clerk, and she asked where I serve. As soon as the words junior high popped out of my mouth, she goes, oh my gosh, my daughter goes there. Her name is Katie. She's in the 6th grade in Miss Burns' class. Do you know her? Do I know her? Katie, who rolls around on the floor making marker swords and knocking over chairs. Katie, that Katie? I know her. Rather than expressing my very realistic thoughts about her daughter's behavior at that time, I decided to land on a simple, I teach with her twice a week in a small class. So I was finishing up my form, and just before I finished, her mom stops me, and she goes, hey, I think it's really great what you all are doing. Katie really needs programs like that. She expressed that she's had a lot of troubles in her past school. She has trouble making friends. She has a lot of social anxiety. And with this social anxiety, she tends to act out. This was a reminder to me that this was no time to give up on this student. I started to give her more intentional, positive attention. I started to transform focusing on what she was doing wrong and change my language to what she was doing right. Whoa. I started inviting her to things. I started encouraging her to come. All these in-depth junior high level lesson plans started to become focused on teamwork, working with each other. They started just being focused on enjoying what we were learning and having fun. And slowly but surely, she started to open up. She started coming to these garden programs. She started interacting with these other people. And I noticed something about her. She was so creative. In these think tank sessions, we had this one project where she had to create a board game related to health. And she was the only one that just went above and beyond. She took it home with her and brought it back and worked at it for days. She individually made all these different board game pieces. I mean, it was incredible. I started meeting up with her once a week, and she would help me make veggie posters, and we put them all around the cafeteria. I started talking to her more in the hallways, or that one time it was in the cafeteria during a parent-teacher conference when she screams across the room, "Hey, Miss Jenna, my microgreens are growing!" I think as a service member, we tend to lose focus sometimes. We get really involved with the lesson planning. We're grant writers. We want our recipes to work. We want our gardens to flourish. But more than anything, we're relationship builders. We have an opportunity to connect with these students every single day. We have an opportunity to give them an interactive experience that they might not ever get before. Katie's story reminds me that people sometimes have these difficult quirks. But if you appreciate them enough, you give them time, their quirks can become their best quality. Thank you.